Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Money Mondays. I am Gabrielle Venna, and I will be offering your tool tip and, dare I say, challenge should you choose to accept it for the week. So, are there areas where you bleed money? And what I mean by this is, do you have areas within your finances where you either accrue fees or payments that are totally unnecessary? I do. I actually had to really look at it. And although I have a brilliant capacity and joy and playfulness with money and creating, I also have this flip side where I get a little ADD and spacey and forget things and don't really have systems in place to handle it. Specifically for me, I'm looking at places where I have things that renew either monthly or annually, and I don't write them down, so I forget they're even there and may not even use. And second, things that I have ship on in recurring basis. So I have food delivery shipments where I get the food and the recipes, and I create my own meals at home with them. And I love it because actually it saves me a ton of money. It's a lot less than it would be if I went out and bought the ingredients required for a similar recipe, or if I ate out for so many meals. So although it's really a wonderful thing and I enjoy the cooking, I also forget to cancel it sometimes. And I have two different services I use that have slightly different angles. And a couple weeks ago, I forgot to cancel one and ended up with 2 shipments, which is like 10 times more food than I could possibly eat in a week. And this coming week, I have one coming that I forgot to cancel, even though I didn't really like the recipes. So there's that. The second thing is bills. I pay almost everything online. And how about you guys? I mean, now we have so many things that we do online. Tracking it can be kind of tough. So I will sometimes forget to pay my phone bill till I get a thing from Verizon saying, hey, your bill was due yesterday. And then I pay a $5 late fee. Well, those things add up. And even though they're small, I have the money there. And I would much rather spend the money that goes to payments, to late fees, for something fun or creative. So do you have places like this in your life with your finances where you bleed money? And what systems or reminders can we put in place to change it? So what I did today, and I actually practiced what I preached. I wrote down a list of things that I have recurring payments for or automatic shipments as best I can recall. And so I can go through and handle them all. So for the food service delivery, and I get hair color delivered, you can pause your deliveries. So I went in and paused all of my deliveries for the month of November because I can only go a month in advance. So I can now choose each week if I want to reschedule or schedule a delivery for that week, and then choose my recipes. And I don't have to rely on my memory, which can be a little fuzzy sometimes, to do that. I also scheduled reminders at different times during the month that will pop up on my calendar saying, hey, go in and cancel this or go in and pause this. And I set them up for the next few months. So I'm set through the end of the year with that. And I'm really excited that I don't have to remember as much anymore. Also with bills. So bills can be due at all different times of the month. And I think it's really kind of fun we're looking at this now because we start a new month in a couple of days or in a day, depending on where you are in the world. So do you have bills that you have to pay at different times? And do you ever get frustrated with trying to remember it all? So I have made a list of them, and I'm going to go in this week and see about changing my payment schedule so everything's due right around the same time. Secondly, with credit cards, I am going to go in and schedule automatic minimum payments for each of them so that if I happen to forget, it's okay. My minimum payment is covered. I can then go and decide to pay more on a given month or pay the balance in a given month, but I don't have to remember because those fees really add up. So again, what are these places for you? And would you be willing this week, even if you just pick one thing, to go in and create some kind of a system for yourself so you don't waste the money and you don't have to have as much in your head? Because I know sometimes, keeping all this up here can, why not free up the space, right? Thinking less can be a really nice thing. So I challenge you to do this and to share in the group. What are the areas where you bleed money and what can you choose differently or system could you put in place to change it? Because we can all learn from each other. How can all of us contribute to each other? I really look forward to seeing what brilliant ideas you all may have that never even occurred to me. And let's talk about it instead of, and I think it was, I don't know if it was last week's Money Monday or the week before, those places we ignore. This kind of goes along with that. So what could we now not ignore and create a system for it? That's actually really easy. I spent less than 15 minutes creating mine today. And I'm really excited about it and pretty proud of myself, I have to say. So please share. Please ask questions if you have any. There's so many of us that would be happy to go in and answer them or make suggestions. And how much fun can we have with creating some kind of a system around this week? So have a wonderful week, and I really look forward to hearing from each of you. Bye.